Kia ora, ko Alice tōku ingoa. Welcome to Oasis, and it is time for our yearly reorganization of the studio. So it has been a year, actually I think over a year, since we all reorganized the studio, maybe less, I don't know. The last thing we did was add one of these shelves in and change this shelf from a desk and get longer desktops, but I haven't done anything since. I mean, I think I hadn't moved this at one point, but it's been a really long time since I've been in this setup. It's looked the same for a really long time, and I am now running out of space. It is the day, 2 days after my July release, so this will go out end of July. And as you can see, my shelves are stocked full. This is as full as I can get. It got so full that I have like run out of space up here. I mean, it's not the best organized, but there's like things that should be on the shelf that are here. There is things down the bottom here that should not be, like the soap stuff in amongst everything. I did manage to reorganize this a little bit on Friday, but before it was all like just over the place. So I need to reorganize how everything's going, clean things out, and this empty space at the end, which is just currently a table. Let me flip you around and show you. This empty space at the end of our garage is just dead space. Over here we have tools and like household things, because this is our garage. We don't have a shed at this place. And then I have empty boxes that need to be recycled. Then let me go in my car. I've got extra papers that go in orders, but I've got so much from ordering so many jars that they're just there. I haven't gone through them all. And then I've got this table with things under it and on it. This is my gazebo that needs a new home as well. And on the table it just becomes dead stuff. Like I just put waste there, and it makes it very hard. It's not economical. So we're going to reorganize this whole space today. I think we're going to use one of these shelves, which means we can use shelves for actually selling at markets, but we're going to try one out, see how it goes. Otherwise we're going to buy another one of these to put here, and we're going to organize it better so it's better usable. And then a lot of the stuff from the middle sections here will go onto those shelves, and a lot of the stuff from these bottom sections will go onto that shelf, and then I can use these sections for products and other things, because I think I should take all that stuff out and put it there, but I don't know what the plan is yet. I just wanted to give you a little overview of what we're going to do, and I will show you the finished product. That's the next time I'll talk. It'll be time-lapse from here on out. Here is what we did. I'm so happy. So these two shelves are collapsible shelves. I actually bought for events, and so it's going to be a bit annoying every time we have events. We're going to have to take these down, but we managed to fit a whole lot of stuff on this. At the bottom is like personal stuff, and behind it is also personal stuff and like Byron's painting things. And then we've got my Chandler and me and like equipment I don't use too often but I do need, and it's kind of been an annoying spot, so I put it there. Here is all of my containers, like my wax pitchers and stuff. I've got more in the dishwasher, which is why there's an empty spot here. and on top is this box of void filler. We put this thing over here. I will do a more in-depth tour, but this is just like my labels and also just things I need for like soap making here. And these are my molds I use the most. My bigger molds, should I say. And then on this side we have, these are all empty boxes where I'm going to put orders into in the next few days. So they're going to be gone and it'll just be the spots for empty boxes. Here's my guillotine I use for cutting labels. It's kind of open right now, it's a bit scary. And then I've got some wax melt clamshells and my glitters that I use all the time, and they've been in annoying spots, so now they're here. And then I've got melt and pour and whipped soap, and then personal stuff, that's towels I use. And then on these middle bits I've managed to put a whole lot of stuff here that used to be on these shelves down here. We rearranged this shelf here, so these boxes used to be at the very top up here, but now they live down here because I use them quite a bit. Here's all my red diffuser boxes, some paper bags. We put the rest of the paper bags up here because I don't use them that often, so it makes more sense. And then on this shelf I have my DLE boxes, which are my most common boxes, and then my slightly bigger boxes, which is for slightly bigger orders. So they're up here because they were kind of leaning really weirdly when they're on the shelf, and it makes more sense. Managed to rearrange this bottom bit just a tiny bit to make it more usable, and some of the stuff ended up going up here. And then on this bottom shelf I also pulled out a whole lot of stuff that had been on the shelves over here. So now this shelf at the end, which used to be full of like occasional soap supplies, botanicals, is actually my molds, excess candle dye, and just random things, and that's cleared up this whole entire shelf. So by shifting things around, I've got an entire shelf now that is free, and once I pack orders for July I will have this shelf also mostly free, and I can reorganize things, and I'll have 2 new shelves for products, which is great because I was really running out of space, unfortunately. I have put my soaps here for now. They actually lived on my what do you call this thing over here, my baker's rack, but I really need to use this more for actual uses and not just for storing my soaps. So I have curing soaps here, but I do actually have a few trays, and now I can rearrange this whole thing to be able to use it easier for making candles and such. But I'm really happy with how this looks overall. It will be a bit annoying for events, but I can make do. Those 2 shelves are really great. I will be buying more for events as well because I'm changing my whole event setup. But it's just given so much more space to this room. And I also managed to move the bubble wrap up into its actual spot. It just wasn't, I hadn't put it back yet. So yeah, overall really happy with this little reorganization, using up all that dead space that used to be at the back. If you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know by subscribing and following our channel and also our other social medias. I'm really happy with how the studio's come out so far. Obviously it's not a big change, but it's a big change for me. Having things more accessible really helps with the workflow. It means I can make more products. It means I can hopefully have more products on my shelves, and I can continue to stock more stuff people want. Anyway, thanks for watching. Ka kite anō, have a great weekend.
My love language is your time and attention. Won't you give some of it to me?